What's going on, guys? Welcome to a stay-at-home live session. Your boy Phrankleen. Let's see who is online. If you're watching this back, this is a live session. So if you like what I'm about, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. What's up, Pablo? Good evening. Good evening. Hit the like button, okay? So yeah, what's up? I hope everyone is you're feeling good and you're staying safe. Okay. Good evening, Ngozi Alida. Hit the like button. Yewande, Ella, Edith. Right. So let's talk, man. Let's talk. So these what's it called now, man? These stay-at-home thingies. Oh, hello, Franklin. How do we support the channel? Do you accept tithe? I don't accept tithe. I'm not a clergy. If you want to support the channel, during the live session, there's like a dollar button at the bottom of the comment section. You can click and donate. If you look in the description area, there's a link to my PayPal. You can donate, and there's a link to Patreon, whatever, man. I don't do tithe though. I'm not religiously inclined. How are you doing, Franklin? I'm fine. How's everybody doing? How are you guys doing? Let me look at some of your comments. You want to send me an email, your stories, any topics and stuff, foodchannel1960 at gmail.com. Pablo, my brother, God bless you. Thank you for always supporting my channel. So this is a brief Q&A. Everyone is basically trapped indoors, and I thought rather than me come at you with, my topics today, let's have a Q&A. What can we talk about? What are your observations about this Q&A? Do you know what's interesting though? From the angle of, if you have any questions, put your questions to me, let's chat. Let's talk. What I was thinking about the other day is, so somebody sent me an email saying, these stay at home gave her a completely different insight with regards to her marriage. So I was reading, very lengthy email this woman sent me. Said, she lives here in the UK, married with 2 kids, and then you find that you basically have been trapped in this sort of routine. People are no longer like, unfortunately, maybe the pressure of the life in the West, maybe people not spending enough time together on to work on their actual relationship. People are caught up with drop the kids off at school or the child minders. You go to your work, I go to my work, I commute, you commute, we come back home. There's an argument about remote control. There's too much salt in the soup. Oh, why couldn't you help me defrost the chicken? Oh, you are misogynistic. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, you lost 2 minutes in bed. We don't talk for another 2 weeks. You go to work. We're paying the bills. And on goes the vicious cycle. The friendship is actually dead, if that makes sense. So now, people are actually cooked indoors. And this lady said her husband actually looks like, because of the whole pandemic, he's not going out, she's not going out. They've only just gone out together to do food shopping. And she said the last time she did food shopping with her husband was actually nearly 4.5 years ago. Weekends, he's off to some Nigerian party. He's hanging out with that friend and this friend. They come home when he wants to get some coochie. He gets some coochie, busts a nut, falls asleep, the usual stuff. So she said she sat in the kitchen with him and they couldn't even look into each other's eyes. They couldn't sustain 10 minutes worth of a tangible conversation. It's almost like there is nothing to talk about. It's like both parties were itching to just kind of bust out the door and just disappear into what they normally. And honestly speaking, that's the situation for so many people. Trust me. Hey, thank you, man. Big up, my brother. You know, honestly, that's the situation. If you're watching me, you can hear me. Um, hit the like button, man. Show your love, man. Come on, man. Do you believe in God, Phrankleen? Ah, boom, 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 boom. The killer question. Don't put me on the slippery slope of religious topic, because if I unleash the dragon, you guys are not gonna like it. I believe in God. I believe in God. It's subjective though. What does God mean to you? But I don't believe in the Pentecostal analyses of what God is meant to be. I believe there is a supernatural being. And I'm not retarded to say I'm covered by the blood of some random person. So therefore, I have to walk butt naked outside. I'm not going to be affected by the virus or anything like that. You dig? If there is an examination and you don't prepare for it, or doluma agbawale, you know, you get what I'm saying? I'm not religious. And the more I learn and educate myself, I'm acquiring knowledge, but I'm not attuned to the African type of Pentecostal BS. The Bible says in the book of Romans, chapter 3, oh, si she, aha, oh, yes, Jesus, see, love. Oh, Benny Nazis near where? Oh, yes, oh, see, something. No, I don't do all that, man. Because it's lies. Here, I place a quick how to cook chili on Facebook. So, you know, like I was saying, I think these period is basically helped. It's basically helped, you know. I would say it will help people to be able to hopefully rebuild. And these quarantine period might actually completely break some relationships, because then it throws everything under the spotlight. You know, like someone that you've been unable to hold them down or be able to run a healthy relationships, you're now trapped indoors with them now. You know, everyone's bored, people are on their phones, and yeah, some relationships are actually going to be smashed to smithereens. Janet Ubeji, what's up, my sister? I would love some eforiro and pounded yam right now. Oh, mind over matter. What's up? Divorce rate will be high. Yes. And people who are smart enough would also use that to maybe rekindle their fire, you know, and rebuild and hopefully be able to move on from that. Relationship have been renewed under quarantine for those that are willing to make them work. For those that are willing. You should try. Yo, ask questions, man. Let's talk. Let's talk, people. Let's talk. This is what this is about. Q&A. Let's talk, man. Hi, Phrankleen. Do you believe in African juju gods? You know what's interesting? Prince Padin said, do I believe in African juju gods? That's one area that I've actually just started researching and trying to gain knowledge. Because you see, most of us have been raised to perceive anything African gods as so-called demonic. The white gods, the white man's gods are the superior. But you see, this is why I have a problem with our people, because we soak these things up. They're forced down our lungs right from childhood. They're impressed on our minds, and you just buy into them. You believe that everything that sprouts out of Africa or locally is demonic, is unhealthy, which is in fact a lie. And everything that the white man presents to you is the best, which is a lie. Yeah, Yewande, Ifa is actually about numerology. You're quite right. So, it's about educating ourselves. The problem is lack of information for a lot of black people. People don't want to research. It's boring, it's mundane, they're mentally lazy. They just want to flip a book and say, the book said, the book said, the book said. You did, hey, what's up, my brother? What's up, my brother? There's a higher power that makes things happen. The power of imagination is God. Our human mind is that imagination. I'm a Christian, but not a follower of any pastor or papa. Kaboom. Thank you, sir. I don't, African old ways interesting. But having said that, there are some of our ways that are, you don't have to soak up, like misogyny. Oh, the village men want to have a meeting. The women should go to the back of the house and go and make pounded yam. The women cannot do this. It's just bollocks. Okay, those things are not culture. Those things are misogyny on steroids. Okay, so those things are not culture. Phrankleen, we abroad are understanding it, but how do we pass this video to the real people that need it in Nigeria? Just drop it in their WhatsApp. Put it in your Facebook. That's all you can do. Are you an atheist or agnostic? Bumi, stay tuned. Join us next week on the episode where we discover if Mr. Phrankleen is either atheist or agnostic. We'll be taking you through the journey of Mr. Phrankleen and religiosity, agnostic, blah, blah. Just stay tuned, man. You find out as you go. Not Phrankleen. I grew up in a Pentecostal church in the USA, African American here, but I cannot keep turning the other cheek to be slapped to make my people docile. Don't turn the other cheek, man. You keep turning the other cheek, they will whack you to the floor. I've got zero tolerance for BS. I live by a few philosophies, right? So basically, it's a case of if you give respect, you should get respect. Okay, you play nice, but I don't have myself entrapped in foolishness. You dig? So basically, if you act like a jerk, I'll treat you like one. Respect is a bi-directional thing. You give respect, you get respect. It's really simple, man. Oh, Harvey Williams. I love this one. Nothing misogynistic about expecting genders to play different roles in a household or communities. Surprised so many people are willing to accept being told what to do by an external entity. Harvey, what do you mean nothing misogynistic? If you're referring to what I said earlier, come on, man, Harvey. The name Harvey Williams sounds dodgy because it sounds like a white man's name. Are you Nigerian or you just picked a random name on YouTube? Harvey Williams. Are you really Harvey Williams? What do you mean nothing misogynistic? Janet, thank you, my sister. Thank you. It's misogynistic to treat women like a doormat. I'm also a parent, you dig? And there are loads of parents on here. Would you really, let's talk, since this is Q&A, let's chat. Would you really find it acceptable if, let's say you were privileged to sit in a room where, let's say this was a glass and you were watching your daughter, you were looking at your daughter through a glass and your daughter's partner was telling her, Olubumi, Olusoya, thank you. And your daughter's partner was what who said, get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. Come here and come and stroke my balls for me. Get in the bathroom and go and make my water to shower. Come and pack my plate. Pack my plate. Kapow. Would you stand there and talk about, oh yeah, that should be a role in the house? Because she wasn't quick enough to pack the plate, because she wasn't quick enough to do such and such, she deserved to be slapped about. I'm sure you'll be like a three-headed dragon. It'll be like World War III behind that glass. You would smash through that glass and want to fight for your daughter. If you don't, then you're a coward. I'm just trying to put things in perspective, okay? Let's be honest. I get the approach about, things that we do as genders to complement ourselves. But that shouldn't affect your state of mind. Does that make sense? So, for example, I may be physically stronger than my missus, right? I can lift some things. I may be able to do some things physically, naturally as a man, right? I get that. Should it be, you cannot then blame that into the argument about, Oh yeah, because of that. Who made the rules? Let me ask you, who made the rules that the kitchen belongs to the woman? Who made those rules? I'm just being fair. This is not me pandering to anybody or trying to be in the good in anyone's good books. I'm a logical guy. I'm just reasoning here. Who who made these rules? This is why I'm saying we've got to be careful about some of the things we call culture. But our cultures with Shienti Bali Aije, a lot of those culture have destroyed so many people's lives. It's ridiculous. A lot of these marriages, a lot of these relationships that are, that are destroyed, when they said the male elders, absolutely. A lot of these marriages, a lot of these homes that are destroyed, if you look at them closely, you don't even have to be an expert to know that. A lot of them are just destroyed because of absolute nonsense. Just really trivial, nonsensical stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? Listen, let's talk about something else. Ask me questions. Ask me, throw your questions. Let's discuss. Let me look at some of your comments, man. Women are less able to fight and hunt. Some women can hunt, they can fight you and hunt your wallet, Boom, boom, boom. Hey, yo, let me see your credit card. I'm joking. Oh, man, then go hunt you down, man. That abuse. It's better to be alone than to be with a disrespectful man in this quarantine. I'm grateful I have peace and no man is stressing me out. Mind over matter. I'm coming to stress you out. I'm going to knock on your door. Boom, boom, boom. Hello, it's Phrankleen. I'm here to stress you out. Roles should be determined based on each individual's strong suit, not based on gender. I agree. Absolutely. Question, is African religion mental physics? Adewale, this one requires research. Oh, that's some serious question. But I actually like that. I'll look into that, man. I mean, generally, the gender roles were created to aid survival. But of course, there's a double standard. Men are expected by women to provide. Kaizo. Of course, a lot of these things, mind over matter, a lot of these things, they come from the generational mental wiring, mental conditioning. I agree. You see, finding balance and this is why I've said in previous videos, being realistic about what you want, what to expect in the confines of relationship. A lot of people lack these things because people go into relationships with this is how it's meant to be. So God forbid that a man loses his job. There are women out there, the day you become broke, you lose all respect. Now, this is why I said it previously. I'm not talking about a man that sits on the couch and is just scratching his balls all day, who is evidently a bum. But I'm talking about this is real life. I have friends. I'm sure you people watching this, life happens. Life is not a straight curve. You're having it this way. Sometimes it depends. Life has got all sorts of challenges. I've seen people who were top rollers of their careers. They had a great job, £120,000 a year, and then car accident. Boom. They became confined into a wheelchair. And that completely changes their life. And guess what? The wife elopes after a year and says, I'm sorry, I cannot carry on being a carer, a man who's confined in the wheelchair. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I can't. Kaboom. And she takes off. How do you explain that? Do you get what I'm saying? These are the harsh realities. There are men who have jobs and company folds. They got fired for whatever reasons. They lose the job, internal decisions. They're trying to transition and then they out of work for like a year or two. Things change. Sometimes people have stashed money, bad business decisions, investments. Things happen. That's all I'm saying. If you're in a good place, you're okay, you got nice bank savings, you got a couple of investment properties, whatnot, good. Enjoy your life, protect your investments. But what I'm saying is, it's not a smooth sailing for everybody. So the idea, a man has to, me. There are women that I've actually spoken to that this is not because the man has done anything bad, because of how they're mentally wired. They were actually raised by their mothers that, hey, hang on, I don't believe I'm meant to support a man. A man is meant to provide. So basically, what it means is if the woman has £10,000 in savings, she is not going to support her man. No way. Why? It's because of the way she was. Well, I've seen women, some of them might even be watching me right now. A man, they don't get it. So imagine someone like me, I'm a dude. I'm trying to have a conversation with a woman like that. They're quick to label me and say, oh, look at you. You're probably a bum yourself. Oh, because they don't get it. You dig? So they can they can lay down their back down, they can bust their legs wide open and have kids by the man and stuff. They will never part with their money. They would never. I'm not When I say part with your money, I'm not saying blindly hand your money to anybody to squander your money. Like support and build together. They want to keep their own money and spend his money. It's because of how they were raised. If you don't, I always say one thing: you cannot give what you don't have. You will only give out the values that have been impressed on your minds that you were raised with. Or, and if you don't have them, you just don't have them. I would not support a man financial. Oh, hang on. Let me read that. That one caught my attention. I would not support a man financial either. Been there, done that. Would not do that again. Will live and learn. Many men will use you as a stepping stone, then discard you. That's a lie. Mind over matter. Now, I'm going to address that. In a nutshell, you've been through ugly experience or experiences with ex Mr. Joe Blogs, right? Who let you down, okay? And I empathize with you because I understand. I wasn't a part of your unique experience. I understand, but you cannot say, oh, men will use you and discard you. Yo, as a man, I can equally say women will use you and discard you. There are so many gold diggers. There's so many women here in the West that use men because of the laws in England. If a woman wants to take you to the cleaners, right now, oh, you've bought the house, you're paying the mortgage. If a woman actually wakes up and orchestrates, like, I want to clean you out, she bloody well will. Here in England, in the States, in other parts of Europe, if they want to use that system against you, you don't necessarily have to be, an abuser, because he's beating me up. No. There are evil women who they would never build their own wealth. They would take the man to the cleaners and they would destroy you. It happens all the time. The reason I'm saying this is, let's stop this idea of, I understand that you've had a bad experience and I respect that. I say it once again, but don't use that as a yardstick to relate and deal with every other man. That's another question. Why do you keep attracting those type of men? Sometimes it might be you were a lot younger. You might have seen the handwriting on the wall. Maybe you didn't pay attention to some signs. You were blindly in love with that man, and then the man took advantage of you. You probably are not a bad person. I get that, but I just don't like. This is why I have the argument against. Oh, men are trash. It's. I look at all those chicken brained females, especially on Twitter. Oh, men are trash. Men are trash. But men are not trash when you want to bust your legs wide open. The way you're saying can lie. Men are not trash. You. The way doko men are not trash. The way men are not. The man for when they are breaking your mouth. Phrankleen, you're going to hell. The way cases men are not trash. Men are not trash. You the way cool because come on, man. There are men who are trashy. There are women who are equally trashy. It's just both genders, man. It was both ways. Come on, man. The one to break your mouth. Oh, and he's like, excuse me. Do you know what? Put your genital away. Men are trash. Me shemo. Nibo. Thoma fossy phone gidi. Yata gidi. I wish some dudes could just hold the ladies by the waistline and be like, hey yo, so baby, so you think I'm trash then, yeah? Yeah. No, you're not trash. Oh my God. I would you trash the. Don't yatalo. I'm sorry, man. You're gonna have to forgive me. For those of you that don't speak Yoruba, man. On Dabu, I said, men are trash. My friend, will you keep quiet? You know, men are trash, you know. Oh, Kesa is good doing yata. Femi shemi jeje. My shit was shit too. Holy moly. Oh well, somebody's saying who is who is saying Bumi saying what you know, are you talking to me or are you talking to someone else? Bumi saying somebody's misogynistic. Who is misogynistic? Who? I hope he's not me. Oh. I hope he's not me. Bumi saying somebody's misogynistic. I hope you're saying I'm misogynistic. Me? Oh, get out of here, man. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? You're a party pooper, man. We're having a good time now. You're trying to shit on me. On my channel. Nino quarantine. Channel on me. How am I? How? What? How does I? You're too happy today. You've been no, I don't. I don't smoke, man. I'm just having a good time with people, man. I don't smoke. Usually would have told. Yeah. I would have told her off, but I'm just saying that's a bit random. That's just off tangent. Yeah, let me see. Any more questions, man? You know, Bumi's trying to crash the party, man. She's trying to say, you know, this is what I'm saying. There's always that one sister with the oversized shoes and the house party. Don't talk to my friend. Don't take my friend's number. That's Bumi right now. Look at Bumi trying to ruin a party. We're having a good time. Oh, Bumi from my die. Who is this Bumi from my die? From my die, yeah, that's same. We're having a good time in a live session, man. And Bumi's trying to crash the party with her oversized clown shoes, man. She's bumped into here with her oversized blouse. Phrankleen is misogynistic. Come on, man. Come on. No, I'll clown you. I'll clown you because I think it's just nice to clown you. Hey, you went off tangent. There is no need for that, man. Come on. Stop. There is absolutely no need for that. Me. People, you see, there's so many intelligent, smart people online here. Trust me. There are so many smart, very smart, educated, grown-ass people that watch my content. People can spot you from miles away if you're misogynistic. You can't hide misogyny. I'm not. Come on, man. I don't think you understand what misogyny is, man. You know? Bumi is the party pooper, man. Everybody shout out to Bumi. Give Bumi. Yeah, explain. Somebody said, they said explain. Explain. Come on, what are you talking about? She came late to the party. Oh, I think she started the party with us. She doesn't like the vibe. Oh, what's going on here? Phrankleen is misogynistic. I find it funny. The haters call Phrankleen a simp. And then the hater, let me read that. Females call him misogynistic. This is literally a paradox. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, somebody said I'm from Egypt. I'm not that serious. It's not that serious. I'm curious to know more. For life, Esther. What is your opinion on white devils? Hassan. This one is a jam question, you know. Hey, on white devils, man. Hey, I'm gonna give that a pass. Sex is great, of course. Sex is great with the right person. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. It's one of the most fantastic things to be enjoyed by humans. Bumi, send me an email, man. Hey, Bumi, listen. Let me tell you how to support this channel, Bumi. You can support me via Phrankleen, how dare you ask for support from a woman? Ah, you are misogynistic. Okay, Bumi, you can support this channel by donating via PayPal. I can't even keep a straight face. Ah, holy moly. Question, how do we as black people get to a mindset where we think about wealth being passed from one generation to the next? Ah, that's a powerful question. You see, I've said it before, and that's a thank you for asking that question. You see, that's the only way we can alleviate poverty. That's the only way we can alleviate poverty and help ourselves and the next generation. And and it's about information, it's about knowledge, it's about educating ourselves as black folks. Trust me, man, that's the only way. And until one of the things, you see, black people, we're the strongest. We're physically strong. We're mentally strong. We work. A lot of us, especially abroad and beyond abroad, people work hard and this. Some of us, invest and have very nice investment properties and stuff like that. But I'm talking about the bigger picture, right? People don't get it. Building wealth. Most of us can't do business with ourselves because we let ourselves down because of dishonesty, lack of trust, greed, and so many things like that. And I've said it before, I keep saying it. We are our best asset. We are our best asset. Trust me. So, it's the only way to alleviate poverty because the oppressors are never going to hand us our freedom. The oppressor is never going to give you a blueprint on how to come out of poverty. They actually need us to be at the bottom end of the spectrum. They need to be able to fleece us and make money off us and stuff. How can you be a successful YouTuber? Wow. That one is a serious question. The only thing I can say, I've been on YouTube since 2013. I created my channel. I'll give you a quick background. It started off as Nigerian food channel. It just started as a hobby. It was this woman, what's her name now? This Nigerian woman. Somebody remind me of her name. Flo Chinyere, right? She used to be called Old Nigerian Recipes, right? She was like the godmother of Nigerian women, that was on this platform. And I remember her channel caught my attention back then. And as a foodie myself, I like to, cook and throw food down in the kitchen and stuff. So I decided, if you go and watch my videos, go through my food playlist, you see my first videos, man. So I started off making food and all that stuff, and that's how I started my journey on YouTube. But with YouTube, a lot has changed over the years. Just to give it to you in a nutshell, man, it's a very competitive platform. It's highly saturated. You can get your own views, you can get your own wave, you can make your own name, but you have to be dedicated. First of all, find your own uniqueness. Don't compete with anybody. Don't try to be like anybody. And upload frequently and be patient. Okay? When you are patient and people like you for who you are. Okay? Don't try to be like the next guy. Don't try to tarnish. Unfortunately, again, particularly amongst us black creators, there isn't exact unity. People silently compete with themselves. I don't do that. I remove myself from all of that nonsense. That's why you never find me on my channel talking about, oh, that YouTuber, that woman, I don't do that nonsense. I see some people get out of their way, make some silly videos about me and stuff. I could try to get involved in the mudslinging and reply them. I would never do that. I would never do that. I prefer to amalgamate my knowledge, my skills with someone else, and let's make a banging content, and then we grow more on YouTube and stuff. So yeah, why do men kiss and tell? Is the black man crab mentality genetic or condition? Kissing and telling is not gender specific. I disagree with that. Kissing and telling is can be found with men and women. It's not specific to a gender, if that makes sense. Somebody's asking me, what's your take on polygamy? Well, polygamous, being polygamous, right? Polygamy. What's my take? I'm not polygamous. I think it's just problematic. It's right. I don't know. It's problematic. What is your opinion on Islam? I'm not a Muslim. What's my opinion? I exactly don't. Oh, hold on. I exactly don't. I exactly. I exactly don't have specific views on Islam. The only things I have problem with is when people use whatever beliefs. Yeah, I know. Whatever beliefs that people have, and they use that to do anything negative. Does that make sense? So as long as we free our minds, and you are good in the society, you're tolerant to other people, that to me is a superior way of living. But whatever religion flows your boat, that's great. Will the world come to an end? I don't know. Maybe it will implode. What's your opinion on black men dating Swedish women? Wait, what? I don't know nothing about Swedish women. They are Swedish women, right? So a black man dating a so those black men that date Swedish women, that's their choice, man. Are you raising your child in any religion? Boomy's back. Boom, 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 boom. Nah, no, not brainwashing my children with religion, man. But me, please, we can have normally people know me. Normally I block people, right? But we can vibe a lot more. It's okay to disagree with me, okay? But don't just call me names, please. I don't want you to go away. It'd be nice to have you on my channel. Ask challenging questions. You can push me an email. You might even be a very nice person. I don't know, okay? But don't call me misogynistic, because I'm not. I've never been, and never will be. Okay? And sorry if I picked on you. Boom, 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 boom. I'm having a good time today, man. Greg Matthews said, what do you think your purpose in life is? You know what? My purpose in life is, honestly, my purpose in life, I think my ultimate purpose in life is to be able to affect humanity positively and leave a positive mark at the end of my life. Everybody likes to live till they're 90 or whatnot. I don't know how long I'm going to be here for, but my purpose in life is to stand up against injustice, stand up for my right, hopefully help other people to stand up against. I hate injustice. I fight against injustice. I detest it. And be kind, be generous, not be stupid, affect humanity positively, use my voice positively. I would want to get to a point in the very near future whereby I'll have my own charity, and I'll be able to, in Africa particularly, be able to pay school fees for children. And I'm not talking about having all this social media charity. While social media is great to showcase and reach out to people, I never cloud chase. I don't need anybody's validation or thumb up, but I genuinely dip down in me. And my woman shares the same idea with me in that regard. There are children who go to schools in Nigeria whereby 5,000 naira is actually their school fees, some 10,000 naira. There are people that you can help as we speak with a plate of food. Doesn't mean I don't have my own challenges in life, but one of my goals is to be able to affect humanity positively. And I believe I'm on the pathway. Hope that answers you. What have you learned about yourself since you've been in isolation? You know what's interesting? Very good question. Naturally, I'm an extrovert, right? I'm when you meet me in person, you can tell from my videos, I'm very confident, I can talk. But you know what? In terms of my lifestyle through my adult life, before we got to the point of coronavirus, right? I've always lived an introverted lifestyle, if that makes sense. I've always been an introvert in terms of my lifestyle. So basically means I'm a homebody. I've never been that nightclub type of dude. I go out once in a while, like I can cycle. I can. I really don't do going out. Oh, me and my friends in the car. I've never had that lifestyle. Most of the time, if I'm not working or doing something, if I'm out and about, I'm heading somewhere, I'm doing something. But you find me indoors, if that makes sense. So the only thing about these times is, of course, your going out is then overly limited, and then because you want to stay alive, and it's important not to go get infected or infect other people too, and you understand why that's happening, but it's not exactly affecting me, man. So I'm all right. I'm indoors. I'm good. I me I have my phone. I have internet. I don't really do TV. Internet. I've got Netflix. I've got the internet. Once I have the internet, I've got my phone. I've got pen and paper, pad. I can, zone out and research things. I'm all right. Yeah, Prince Charles was tested positive. That's crazy, man. I love your idea. That's exactly what I'm doing now. Paying school fees to the less privileged. Wow, Edith. God bless you, man. God bless you. God bless you. That's fantastic. Paying school fees for the less privileged. And I also, when I do start that, I'll probably let you guys know on YouTube if anybody wants to be part of the idea. I'm a believer in accountability. I've spoken to so many people who do charities. Some people start them, particularly when they do them in Nigeria or other parts of Africa. People get frustrated and they abandon the ideas. So lately, I've been chatting to some people. Why? It's a beautiful thing to help if you can. So why do you abandon them? And people say, oh, the people that work with them either fleece them and steal money and then they disappear and stuff. Um, it's very simple. Don't put those money in the hands of random people. So if people donate and say, oh, Phrankleen, we help you with ₦1,000,000 or 100,000 naira to buy mosquito nets for these babies or to buy school bags or pay school fees, I would make sure that I'm at the forefront of the process. So if we are paying school fees for 10 children, buying 100 school bags, I make sure I procure them, we pay them, and we have receipts that you can show to your donors, and people will be like, great. So people realize that their funds are being used in the appropriate manner. The people that are meant to benefit from those money actually benefit. When you put money in the hands of humans, they are going to get unscrupulous. Does that make sense? So these are the lessons that I'm learning, It's doable. Honestly, there's so many lives that you can impact positively and be a blessing to, man. And you don't have to break the bank. Vaccines actually give you a low dose of the disease, dude. Phrankleen, Bumi loves you so much, for real. I will help you pay school fees. Oh, thank you, Alida. Is it Alida Kelly? Thank you for even believing in my idea before. You one day you're trying to start one conversation there, man. I'll catch you on IG. There is no solution. You gotta wait it out and develop a vaccine and isolate, blah, 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 blah. So, how's life in the UK during this pandemic? And what do you think is a possible solution? People are not listening. People are really stupid. People are not listening. They're very arrogant. They have a blatant disregard for for common sense. Stay indoors, keep your distances, and think. Somebody's saying you need a hair transplant, Phrankleen. Ha! Wow, that's a diss. Which one is hair transplant again? I don't need a hair transplant. That's the first. Hair transplant. Okay. I'll take the money. I'll take the money for the hair transplant. I'll take the money. That's a major diss. Are you my Lou? I need a hair transplant. What do you want me to look like? Have some lovely extensions, right? Jeez, man. I need a hair transplant. YouTube, man. Yeah, somebody was asking me how the pandemic is in the UK. People are not listening. People are basically disregarding the rules of staying indoor. Maybe partly to do with the behavioral pattern that you've been used to going out the door. You and it's Chrissy, man. I don't know. I know I need a shave. I need a haircut, but I can't go to the barbers because the barbers are short. Everyone's staying indoors, so I need a shape up. I need a low haircut, but I can't get a haircut because barbershop is short, man. And that's important. It's important for them to stay safe as well, man. So everyone is just panicking and all that. So I hope they find a way to treat this. Yes, Uncle Phrankleen in the building. I love your videos. Edward Adaba, thank you, my brother. It's even risky to get a haircut now. Of course it is. Khalid. Thank you, Khalid. Do you think the current blatant opposition to isolation in Nigeria shows how much individual decisions affect the community and how you are the master of your own fate? It just tells you how dysfunctional the Nigerian society is. Now, do you not see now the Nigerian leaders? Let me add to that, my brother Khalid. The very selfish leaders, as soon as they feel some type of way, they jump on the plane, they run abroad, they spend multi-millions abroad. Now, everybody is now trapped within the confines of the country. But guess what? There is no reliable healthcare system. There are no reliable hospitals. Build hospitals, they fail to build hospitals. So basically, I'm actually desperately worried about the impact of this pandemic in a country like Nigeria, where the healthcare system is evidently shambolic, because that will absolutely obliterate the lives of so many. People are still going to churches, mosques. There are reckless religious leaders who are coming to the forefront, even using social media to blatantly trivialize this virus and telling people that they have this special powers. People should come to church. I saw a video on social media where the churches were packed. So it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts, man. The impact will be disastrous in Nigeria. I'm telling you. You see, they're telling you, oh, it's about 45 cases at the moment. It's a lie. It's a lie. Those are the cases that have actually been recorded in the hospitals by the government, right? How about the ones that are yet to discover that they have it? Do you see what I'm saying? So I was telling someone, as we speak, there are thousands already infected in Nigeria that don't even know it, because they've said it, that it's possible for you to be infected by this virus and you may not know for weeks to come. It's man. Khalid, man, that's probably my favorite question of the day. Do you think the current blatant opposition to isolation and then you have people in the northern parts, people who in the government who are actually using their voices and abuse of power and office, malfeasance in public office and using their position to trivialize. You're meant to use your position to educate the citizens, but you are in fact telling them, Corona cannot touch me. Your Corona is nonsense. And people are laughing and liking it on social media. Do you see what I'm saying? These are the so-called leaders. So, do you know that Nigeria has only tested 158 or so people? Of course, Nigeria has only 6 PCR machines to conduct tests, and they don't even have requisite reagents to conduct. They don't have the facility. Let's not even dance around this. They don't have the resources. They have nothing. They've been busy embezzling money and misbehaving. Do you get what I'm saying? They haven't got the resources, man. They haven't. UK is working on 15 minutes home test kits. Yes, I saw that. But you see, here's another thing, man. This virus thing, and I stand to be corrected. You can equally not trust the West. It's very convenient, isn't it? Just look at the pattern of things. They are yet to find a vaccine to obliterate this virus. But home testing kits, they're desperately working to roll out home testing kits on Amazon. And you can also be able to buy them from like shops like Boots and stuff. That's money. They're going to make billions. It's the pharmaceutical industry behind this. Now, to the unsuspecting eyes and minds, people are going to, yeah, of course, you would rush to buy the kits. Just basically a prick test that tells you if you're positive or negative. But just imagine the amount of money that will be made selling those kits. Oh, it better be free though. Are you sure it's free? I didn't read it that it's free. If it's free, then fair enough. Are you sure? This is England. Nothing is free, I'll be surprised. Because if you're saying the test kit is going to be free, who is going to pick up the cost then? The government. It's free. Okay. You know why I'm actually it's not yet confirmed. You know why I find it hard to believe? I was reading the other day about, when they said, the government is going to cover people's wages and up to £2,500, blah, 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 blah. If people are not able to go to work and stuff, please go online and go and read up on it. The lies are unbelievable. They've made the whole thing so bureaucratic that basically, in order for the government to pay 80% of your wages, your employer needs to temporarily lay you off. What? So basically, I'm talking hypothetically now. If I'm working for someone, my employer needs to temporarily lay me off work. So let's say my last salary was £2,000 after tax, as an example. And then I've been, what do you mean temporarily lay you? I've never heard of that. It's either you're working or you've been laid off. So basically, your employer, so I mean, what sense does that make? So we are playing a pretend game here. I then have to say to you, my employee, listen, I'm going to have to temporarily lay you off during these difficult times. The employer can also use that. Once you get paid for X number of months by the government, whilst this pandemic is going on, the employer can then come back with XYZ reasons for not taking you back into the same job and then lay you off. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and the layers of complexity, man, tons of businesses are folding, especially small businesses. Tons of them, because I know someone, a local coffee shop, they're really, really nice. They've closed because they're not making money. The guy cannot cover the bills, the wages, and boom. The US is sending stimulus money. So, you see, what I'm getting at is don't just buy into the headlines. Somebody said the home testing kits are going to be free. What I read today is they are working on it for it to come out in the next few days. Let's see. If it's free, then great, because this is England. They give you nothing for free. They give you nothing for free. I've lived here for donkey years. People that live here, live abroad, the government, they're not that nice. Not even that nice. They are not nice. If they give you that thing for free, they will claw it back in taxes. They give you nothing for free. Somebody has to pay for it. Thank you. Somebody's saying, oh, it's free. What? Home testing kits. I doubt it, man. Khalid, peace, my brother. It's obvious someone is profiting from the coronavirus situation with his kit sales. Thank you. They're going to make sure loads of money, man. Watch it. They're going to make billions. Very soon, you see, ta-da, the vaccine is going to show up, and then, oh, there's a vaccine. It's money. We will never get a dime. Only the big businesses will get. Of course, the first company to make a vaccine will make billions. Look, there is no first company. There is already things in the pipeline underground about vaccines. When they are ready, they'll roll them out. Everything has a blueprint. This is why I want people to think outside the box. They give you yes, there is a pandemic, don't get me wrong, but there is also the fear factor. Like, you're going to die. And I'm not saying people are not dying, don't get me wrong. I'm saying stay at home, stay clear. But they basically have people's minds on the lockdown. They're looking at you on their drawing boards. Everyone is panicking. That's how they control the masses. And that's how they roll out their agenda, innit? They will make money from every vaccine sold. Multi-billions. This is a global problem. Medicine is all the healthy things you should be eating in a pill. Now, check this, right? Check this. If, let's say, for example, the vaccine gets rolled out from the United States or from the UK, there's already going to be like a patent and whatever. It's their product. So they're going to look at the UK or other countries. Would you like to buy our vaccines? We can supply you boxes of these vaccines to treat your people. So it's business. It's a global problem. Don't forget. So billions of money will exchange hands, man. Billions. Nigerian government is still joking with the virus. However, some states are trying, but not Lagos and Abuja, mind control mechanism. Of course it is. In a few weeks, there'll be a remedy to coronavirus, chloroquine peroxide being worked on in the US. Oh, yeah, Balaji Adeyemi, thank you. There will be, man. Well, it's 57 minutes. I might as well let this touch 1 hour, and then we'll bring this to an end. It's been a great session. So, any more questions? Any more questions? We've got 3 minutes left. Israel has the vaccine. Are they already treating the sick people in Israel? In Zimbabwe, their only infectious hospital has no ventilators. There are no equipment. Africa, man. Sincerely, that the people know that the chloroquine is working, but they want to make money with a vaccine. That is why they want people. Do you know? Let me say this. For every illness, for every kind of disease, nature, the planet that you and I exist in or on, has a remedy for it. The herbs, the trees that we walk past, the herbs already exist. But the powers that be, they monopolize everything. They control everything. They control it. So if you as a random person is able to find something let me tell you, if you wake up tomorrow morning and a random person comes on social media and says, oh, I was able to mix this and I drank it and coronavirus disappeared. I gave it to my neighbors, that person. The government is coming for you. They will lock down that person. They'll get you prosecuted. The pharmaceutical industry is very deadly, man. They won't, because they control it. They're not. Think about it, man. All these herbs, all these things exist naturally. They are there. It's just finding the right herbs to combine to get the remedy. The herbs are already there. It's there. It's out there. It's not a magic. It's there. But it's controlled. Someone said black seed oil and olive extract. I haven't got a clue, mate. Yeah. So, you know what? I'll be back online tomorrow. I'll definitely be back online tomorrow, man. So, because, I'm bored out of my eyes as well. I'll make sure I bang out videos back to back. I'll be back online. You know what? Tomorrow, I am going to talk about Windrush. There's a Windrush report that's been released recently in the UK, but unfortunately, they've used the coronavirus epidemic to cover, okay? It's important we talk about the Windrush, okay? We'll talk about the Windrush reports and the impact on the black community. Let's talk about that tomorrow, man. It's your boy, Phrankleen. Thank you for your time. It's bang on 60 minutes. I'll definitely catch you tomorrow. Peace and love. Bye now. Stay safe. Stay safe. Bolaji, everybody, have a good time. Bye-bye. Bye now.